Well, let's see what happened. Yeah, an 80-80 recovery. I mean, this is the same kind of sawtooth stuff that I was saying. Did not go as high as we'd hoped for a little bit of a drawback, but it's keep moving in the same direction. Still terrible. Still terrible. This is bad. All right. This is just bad. We have gone, look at, this is getting close to the point of no recovery. Shit. Shit, shit, shit. Yeah. 28%. 28% drop in 2 days. 28% drop in 2 days. If this happened to a stock in the stock market, it'd be a wrap. It'd be a goddamn wrap, dude. That's actually, when we hit this all-time high here, or some people did argue that maybe it was or wasn't, but it was pretty much. We had a drop. Boom. Boom. At 32% when we hit 950. That's when we made this climb-a-rooney. We lost 31%. And literally that's moving, it's moving over. It's literally moving over on its own. It just keeps moving over. That's funny. Jesus. This is a nice little bump, though. That's a nice little bump. This is the hard bottom, guys. This is the hard bottom. I don't know where my ellipse went. I had a circle here. Don't know where it went. I don't know where it. Oh, there it is. Okay. I just gotta get this shit straight. No, doesn't look good. Okay. I feel like I had it looking nicer previously. I don't know. All right, let's see who's on. Anybody? It was a rough day, people. I got on early this morning. I said it was going to be shitty all the way down. I said that it was going to do a little recovery here, which it did do. It only went up half as much as I thought. And that it would sawtooth, but on its way down. And it did. It sawtooth here, here, and here, still on its way down. In fact, the trend is worse because this was the previous negative trend. If you look at linear regression lines and just the average distance of all the points that follow a certain trend, it's called linear regression, I believe. And if you look, I made this line. It's not perfect, but this kind of gives you an idea of where we were going, and we are way turning away from that. And we're going this, and then we've turned, and so our negative descent is accelerating, which is worst case scenario. So I don't see an improved situation whatsoever. It's only worse. This is not a recovery. This is just a bounce back. This is what happens when you hit 1050. So that's just what happens when you hit 1050. This isn't going to cause it. Hitting 1050, probably a lot of people had like automatic buy limit orders set, and this just, when we hit 1050, a lot of those triggered and it shot up, maybe, you know. Or maybe a lot of people think 1050 is the lowest it will go, or a number of other things. But the reality is, like, hitting this 1050, it's a little bit early, I think, for this to be the rally point. It's possible, I guess. I mean, we could see. I just don't see that happening. I just don't see that happening. The trend, the downward trend is so substantial. I just don't think this little recovery here is going to change the situation. The situation is that we're in a downward spiral. What's up, Chrome? Yeah, 1042. Geez, I probably would have. At least because of the fact that I would have suspected that this would be like a trampoline. Basically, you got these kinds of spots on this trend line. Here we broke through it, unfortunately, so I probably would have if this was up higher, and it wasn't, like I thought this was going to be maybe up here, I would have I would have bought here, sold here, and then if we broke through here like we did, I would have bought as soon as it bottomed out, which it bottomed out at 1050, which is like one of my hard bottoms. 950 to 1050 is like my hard bottom range. If we break through that, I'm not interested in Ethereum for a week, 2 weeks, a month, until I see it is proving day after day that is interesting and interested in continuing to be bullish. I'm not getting back into Ethereum. If we break through this floor, it's good to see that this floor was like had a trampoline effect. It's good to see that this will be very determinant about what happens in the next 24, 48 hours. This behavior, if we continue to maintain this bounce, this is key to recovering from this dip. If we don't use this bounce opportunity to begin an overall upward trend for the next 12 hours, like, okay, if this, we have to have new high lows. Okay, high lows are this. Okay, let me show you something. This is a low. These are new low lows, and new low lows are not good signs. That's it. Look at how long this trend goes. It goes on and on and on and on and on. These are new low lows. Like, we're hitting new lows, and that's like a bad thing, obviously. So if we start hitting new high lows would look like this. And we have to start doing that off of this bounce. The very next low, this is going to come down. This won't go up forever. The very next low has to be higher than this, and then it has to bounce up, and then it will trigger another little round off, and then the very next low has to be higher than this one, so that we have three consistent. And this is just a rough drawing, but basically we have to have three consistent new high lows. Boom, boom, boom. Before we start, you can't find it anywhere in here. There's nowhere in here where lows are moving upwards. Lows are continuously falling. Low, 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 low. These are all new lows all the way through. Even if you have this one, this was actually starting like this. This is why this last is my last triangle of positive feeling. And it's, well, not, it's a number. There's a number of reasons, but look at these lows are progressing. These are new high lows. Basically, this is too. This whole thing had an opportunity to continue an upward trend, but it didn't. And we've been in a downward trend for an overall downward trend for a while. We were in an upward trend over the course of this, on the 20th at 6:32, the 20th at 10 o'clock. So for over the course of 14 hours, this was like a really nice 14 hours. And then I said right here, we can take this opportunity to stay bullish, or if we fall through this floor, we're going to have a real fucking problem. And look at us go. Federico, you dog. Nice buy. 24K at 600. You son of a bitch. Did you have to pull out profits though at some point? The number one, like one of the number one consistent things that you hear across all of the professional coin trading YouTubers is that you have to pull out profits at some time. You have to pull out profits. You can't hold on forever and then just go all the way up and ride that shit all the way back down. That's just not smart. You have to pull out something. I'm a fan of getting out your original buy-in. I'm a fan of, if you got in at 24K, pulling out 24K when it's appropriate, as it's appropriate. Pull it out as you hit highs. Buy in, like maybe you pull out 2, and then you have a dip, pull out, and then you buy 1. You go to a new high, sell 2, come down a dip, sell 1. That way you're progressively or you buy 1. You're progressively decreasing your overall Ethereum, but at the same time you're also playing the ups and downs like a day trader. You're making your little profits multiple times. You're making the $100 profit multiple times. For someone who holds, and you go from 600 to 1200, you've made $600 on that stock or the option or the asset or whatever it is. That's $600, right? But for the day trader who's played the game over the course of that $600 increase of the asset, it went up to 700 and he sold. It went down to 650 and he bought. It went up to 750 and he sold, and it went down to 700 and he bought. And if you play that game over the course of the 600 to 1200 general increase, he's made the money 3 times, whereas you've only made it once if you've just held your money, which is fine. Like, that kind of day trading is not for everyone, absolutely. But if you ask anybody, riding the train all the way up and all the way down is not smart. You've got to take profits sometimes. Man, 24K. I wish I was in different. You know, so look at when I got in here. This is when I started getting into Ether. I got into Ether here because after this happened, everybody was like, buy in, buy in, buy in. It's flying back up. Everybody. You watch 10 professional coin trading YouTubers, all of them would say Ethereum is on the fly. It's about to go crazy bullish. It's continuing to go crazy bullish. This dip is nothing. Buy, buy, buy. So I buy in here. You're not hearing that here. You're not hearing that kind of hype. You're not hearing that kind of positivity. You're not hearing that kind of bullish attitudes. You're hearing a lot more people talk about what bearish trends are like and how to watch bearish trends and when to pull out safely and when to get when to take out profits and this and another thing. The attitude of this is so much different than this. Okay, I got in here, sold here, bought here, sold here, bought here, sold here, bought here, and so on. I did it like that, 2 at a time, sell 2, buy 1, sell 2, buy 1, and so on. And I sold most of it here. Unfortunately, I also played around all the way down, taking a little bit of a loss here and there. I thought I was hopeful to recover and continue to go bullish here and here, and both times we did not. And I had to take a loss on both of those occasions, and also here. I thought this would be a nice little bounce, and that this really started to show a nice little positive upward trend, and then I stopped watching it and I was going to sell as soon as it started topping off, and I was hoping it'd be up here, but it was here, and I missed it. I was doing something else, and when I came back, it was down another $60 from where I bought a couple here, and I was like, what the fuck? So like, if this recovers, which it probably won't, because look, that's a 10% move, people. That's a 10% move. To make more than 10% over the course of an hour is crazy. That's why I've already started to draw the downturn here before it started to turn red, and it's already turning red. Because you see I already had drawn this, and then it perfectly started to turn red, so you could see exactly what was going to happen. This is a 10% increase over an hour. It's not going to, you're not going to see a 30% increase in 2 hours. That's not going to happen. So a 10% increase over an hour is a reasonable request. So there's two things that are going to happen, and what do I think is going to happen? I am not optimistic right now. I'm not optimistic. That's why I drew this shitty situation, just like this. This is a hard bottom line. I've drawn a bunch of hard bottom lines. I don't know why I drew all these lines, but this is the hard bottom 1050 and 950, and in between these two is our last chance. This is our last chance. I think we're going to get down into here between, you know, I don't know, maybe like this. We're testing the waters right now. We are testing the Ethereum waters. We've hit this wall. This was a little trampoline floor, and we bounced up off of it, which is really nice to see. That 1050 is a nice hard bottom, and we need that to hold. We need that to hold. If we break through the 1050, we will plummet. If we break through the 950, it's going to be a wrap for Ethereum for a little while. And when I say a little while, I mean like at least a week, maybe two, maybe a month. People will not be optimistic. You have to understand, the price of coins is really tied to hype and optimistic outlook, and people wanting to be involved and wanting to buy it. And for the last 24, 48 hours, people have been getting shit on. They've been getting shit in their faces, shit in their mouths. And yeah, 900, 950, that's the point of no return. If we don't hit that and then turn bullish, it's a wrap for Ethereum. That's what I'm thinking. Like, I think we're going to continue to go down for the next 12 hours. But at some point we have to bounce, and we have to have new high lows, and we need like 3 of them. If at some point you see between, you know, between here and here, whatever, if at any point between now and, geez, this is okay, 3 days, it's probably not going to be that much. Whatever it's going to be. This was, how long did this take? 1 day. Okay. Okay. If we, I'm going to draw another breakthrough, people, as I have been, where I've continuously said we cannot break through here, and if we do, we're just going to keep going bearish. I said that here, I said that here, I'm saying it again here. If we break through here, we're just going to continue to be bearish for another day, 2 days, however many days, if not a week. or more. If we break through 950, I don't know who's going to be wanting to get into Ethereum anytime soon. But we need to see a trend of a recovery that looks like this. This is the recovery. It's not like one little blip like this. It's not a blip like this. It's not a blip like this, or even a blip like this. It's 2, 3 of these, okay? It's one of those, it's one of these, it's one of these, and you have to, and the new bottom has to be higher than the previous bottom, okay? Yeah, for me, I'm not a professional. I don't do this full time. This is something I do for fun, and one of my hobbies is watching YouTube videos of all of the professionals. I would advise to follow them. I watch 10, 15 videos a day about it, and then I can get advice from them, I can get tips from them, and then I use it myself. And when I do trades, I probably do only 2 at a time. Hey. Hi. Yeah, maybe do 1, 2, 3 at max at a time. But you know, I don't trade my whole amount of Ethereum at in any one trade. I just don't think that's smart. You got to do your average buy-ins. If you like buy and sell. Volcron, what's up? Just buy and sell. There's this really interesting concept about average buy-in, and if you just like buy at regular intervals and not be overly concerned about trying to buy at lows and dips, but if you just buy at regular intervals over time, your average buy-in price will be lower. You will have eventually, just by randomness, have bought at more appropriate times more than half the time, or half the time, and half the time will be worse. But like if you buy here, here, and here, and here, and here, whatever, and as time goes on, your overall average buy-in price will be better. I personally can't understand how that could be better than if you were following all of it closely, because there's sometimes where it's very predictable, like this move after this happened, and this recovery happened, and this bounce happened. All of this was all predictable afterwards until about here, where we have a change of confirmation. This high, low, and then bounce back, all of this was very predictable until we got to here, and there was a change of confirmation. And this continued change of confirmation here, here, and I'm not sure. Here we were, because basically after I said once we hit this, we're just going bearish. There's not even any effort for recovery here. This is just a straight shitty. Basically, you start to see effort here. You see resistance here. You see effort here. From basically this point till here, it's nothing but terrible. From here to here is losing 16% over 16 hours straight. That's just, there's no resistance, there's no recoveries, there's no shakeouts, there's no dips. It's just like a straight, perfect linear line of negativity for 16 hours straight, which I said would happen if we crossed this space. I said, you can go back and look at the video. I drew this line before this even happened. I drew this line and this line, and I had this trend triangle, and I said we were going to have a confirmation change here, a confirmational change. We could either begin to go bullish, or we'll go bearish harder. And then I went to bed, and then I woke up in the morning and we had done this, and I was like, Jesus Christ, yep, we're going bearish. And then we have ever since. So yes, GG, yep, pretty much everything I've learned was from watching people talk about trading on YouTube. Yeah, I mean, I messed around with stocks and stuff before cryptocurrency, and so I mean, it's not like I didn't know anything about ticker symbols and stock charts and trends and things like that beforehand, so I did know something about that. Yeah, this is a nice little recovery. 10% in an hour or so. That's nice. It's gonna top out, and it might keep going bullish, but it's not gonna do this. Nothing does that. It needs time for recovery. There's gonna be too many, like, it can go like this and have a small dip, or get a bigger one and then go back, but like nothing just goes like this, okay? Because there's going to be a point, little small soft caps where people are interested in selling. 1150, for example. Look at this, is 1150. There's probably you know, there's probably tens of thousands of people who had an 1150 who maybe bought in here or something, that were looking to get out at 1050 and had the opportunity and sold here. And so we shook out those hands, those weak hands, and now everybody who wants to see this thing go over 1050 maybe is holding on a little bit better. We'll see.
Did you hide your remote?
It's in the piano.
You did hide it.
My son was wrestling me for the TV controller, and I said, all right, go in around the corner into the bathroom and count to 3 as fast as you can, and I'll hide the controller in the meantime, and if you can find it, then you can have the TV. And he goes in the bathroom and goes 1, 2, 3, and he comes back out. In the meantime, I was standing next to the piano, and I, like, you know how the piano keys have like a little thing that slides and like goes over them? So I like lifted up that thing and like put it on the piano keys and closed it real quick, and it was like right next to me. And there's no way you're gonna look in there for the TV controller. And so he looked and looked for it, could not find it anywhere. You know, I just drew this thing. I don't know why, but I'm super regretting that, because of the fact that I have to like delete everything individually. Like, I can't highlight all this and delete it at the same time, I don't think. Yeah, that's sad. Sad, sad, sad. Sad, 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 sad. Does anybody here do mining? I want to talk about mining. I know it's not, like, depending on the situation, some people say it's profitable or it's not, and that ASICs are just better and more affordable and more profitable than GPU rigs, and like Ethereum rigs are, you know, impossible to buy right now because you can't get any GPUs because of the market, and if you do, they're way overpriced, and so the profitability goes way down, and be lucky to break even, and even they might be going to like proof of stake, which is like trying to get away from people mining and trying to get into like a more centralized like algorithm processing platform or whatever they're trying to do, which I'm not a fan of, but I guess is a positive thing. But I still want to do it. I want to have a rig in my garage. XRP, I imagine you mean XRP, Ripple. I So Ripple was my first foray into cryptocurrency over a year ago, I think it was. And it was tough to get because in America, you can't just buy crypto. You can't just download an app and buy crypto. It's illegal. I guess it's illegal, so depending on the state you live in and what rules you're willing to ignore. But long story short is you have to use a VPN, which is a virtual private network, to trick your app into thinking you're not in America if you want to buy most cryptocurrency in America. You can't buy Polkadot, you can't buy Cardano. I would have bought Polkadot and Cardano a week or two ago, at least a few hundred worth, just because of the hype alone. If I'm listening to ADA, Cardano by the way, and Dot, Polkadot, if I had, I was listening to the hype and I wanted to get into it so bad. The hype was so real. I don't know what, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, however long it was, and everyone's like, "Oh yeah, Polkadot, Cardano," and it's like, when you hear that kind of hype, that kind of positivity, that drives prices up alone, let alone the value of the asset or whatever. Like, big hype drives prices up. So I would have bought in then. At least a few hundred each for each of those if I could have, but I can't do that in America. I'm not interested in using I'm not interested in yeah, well, you couldn't a year and a half ago. You couldn't. Like, Binance just opened up, by the way, Binance just opened up the American version of Binance. You can't even use the international version of Binance. If you own an international version of Binance, which I did, which is the only way you could have got stuff from out of America like a year ago without using a VPN. And now they've opened the US version of Binance. You have to transfer your account over, and all of your assets will transfer over. You have to read your terms of service, or they might cancel your account and freeze your assets. By the way, the way that people are predicting the values of Bitcoin and Ethereum 6 and 8 and 10 months out, being, oh, it's 100,000, it's 400,000, all that's ridiculous shit. Like, they're drawing crazy trend lines. We're like, if we continue on the current path, if we continue on this current path that we have been over the last 3 months, and we continue that for the next 6 months, then this is where we're going to be. What are the chances that we're going to triplicate 1 month of a giant bull run? Like, that's very, very low. A lot of people think the bull run could last for the rest of the year. I doubt it. I don't see why that would happen, but especially with the fact that we've had a lot of good and bad things happen over the last few days. There was a couple of European banking unions that were talking shit about crypto. There was, what else was bad? But then there was some companies like last week. Oh my god, last week there were so many groups talking about getting in, like investment groups getting into crypto, which I thought would have drove the price up. That's why I was bullish here, and I was bullish here. And regardless of all of the hype, and regardless of all of the positive feelings and news and everything that it was just going to the moon, we went bearish and we went bearish and we just keep going bearish. I don't understand why, because it doesn't reflect the mood, but the mood has changed. Now the mood, you're starting to see YouTube videos. Oh yeah, well, you got to know when to pull out, and oh, I pulled out a long time ago, and see, I told you you should have pulled out by now, and every other goddamn thing. The mood has changed, people. Be careful. Hey, what's up, Pop Smoke? Drill Central. Do I think this will bull again? Yes, I think this will bull again. I think it'll bull again. I think everyone's got a little bitter taste in their mouth right now. I think at some point people are going to start taking advantage of the low prices. Even if this went down past 950 and it went down to 600, at some point investment firms and whales and everybody who's interested in cryptocurrency is going to be like, the price is just too low. I have to buy back in. I can't take it anymore. People will buy back in, and then that hype will reflect, and then we'll be bullish again. Yeah, I believe I follow MDX. I follow Ivan on Tech. I follow BitBoy, Evans, a couple others, and I watch all of their videos. And they all put out like 2 videos a day, so it's really tough to follow that many people and watch 2 to 3 videos every single day for each person. Ether price. You can buy in here if you'd like. This is a good buy. If we turn bullish, this is our last good opportunity for a while. Like, anytime it crosses these lines between here and here, like, actually in particular this area, this potentially could be the beginning of the bullish rally. It really could be, if we decide that's where we want to go. But like I said, we have to see an upward trail of new high lows. We have to bounce up and come back, but the new low has to be higher than the previous one. Bounce up, come back down, but the new low has to be higher than the previous one. Crypto Jeb. Let's check out a video. You know I'd be watching the YouTube videos on my channel. Crypto Jeb. Crypto Jeb. Stream is ending. Bitcoin is walking down a critical path 5 hours ago. Alright.
Imagine opening your portfolio every morning to discover massive gains on your digital assets. How would that feel? Amazing, right?
Amazing, right? Let's see.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on where you are in the world. It is good to have you. Off the Deep End is first, lol, and he is excited for the stream. Kaival says, hey guys, what's going on? Jeb would be here any moment to dive right on into it, as Billy Zachary just said. We have some very, very important technical analysis to do on Bitcoin today. We are going to give it 5 or 10 minutes and let some people join on into the chat, join on into the stream, and we're going to have a good time. Tell me in chat how you're doing. Tell me how your life is going. Tell me how your family is doing. Tell me how your trading is going. I would love, very much love to hear it. Today we're brought to you by Taro Milk Tea, which is very tasty. We have a place to get milk tea in our building, so tell me if you ever, tell me if you have ever had milk tea before. Jose Lopez says, hey, hello, my friend.
So
I hope you're doing well.
I gotta say, at first I'm turned off. I'm turned off at first, and I'll tell you why. Okay? I'll tell you why I'm turned off of this guy at first. This guy is positioning himself and trying to show himself as a professional Bitcoin trader. He's trying to show himself as somebody, I think he's trying to portray himself as somebody who is a professional coin trader. I can tell he's not by looking at him. Okay, this guy has not made $1 million in Bitcoin. And so I feel like he's a little bit of a pretender, even if he knows his shit. I don't know. See, I don't pretend to be somebody who struck it rich on Bitcoin, who could say, I told you so, and struck it rich on Polkadot and Cardano and every other thing because I was on the ground floor of everything. Like, I don't pretend to do all that shit. This guy definitely didn't do that shit. If I'm looking at him, he doesn't look like somebody who succeeded in that way. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm just judging him by his looks and demeanor, okay?
Guys, I am looking forward to today's stream. We are going to be doing some Bitcoin technical analysis. We are more than likely going to be talking about Ethereum also, and we're also going to be getting on into any news and any questions that you guys might have. For me, I am looking forward to it. Let's get hype up in the chat, guys. Come on. Press said, hey, I made it on time. What's up, Jeb? What is going on, Press? Good to see you, my friend. Tyler Sauner says, schoolless, Jeb. Coming right up. One schooling. Coming right up. DK says, ETH question
If I was
mark.
trying this
yes,
hard,
sir, we
I
would
would
be
have had
doing
to
some
get paid.
Ethereum, or yes, ma'am. I'm not sure.
I'm not trying.
Jory
I
says,
will not
hope
try
we'll
this
do
hard
this
unless
one
I'm getting paid.
hope we'll do this in one take. Cheers, Jeb. Yes, we will. I figured out what the deal was that was causing us to lose our
Nick,
connection
down
the
to
other day. I
60.
was streaming through a VPN, so it's kind of surprising that we were able to stream anyway.
What'd you buy in at 1400? It's at 1150 right
Jeb,
now.
before everybody comes, just want to say,
That
love
would put
your
you at
videos. Thank you
1400,
so
bro.
much.
If
I
you
love
were
your
at
support
1400
us. I
and you
really
didn't sell by
appreciate
now,
that, my
then what's
friend.
the point of
Well, I
trying
get
to
wrecked
sell now?
most of the time. Crypto Nurse, we have a video coming out on Saturday that will help
Dude,
you with that. Currently in a
I
short,
had mentioned a
gotcha,
number of
Delta deep
times
in.
during this
Bitcoin is
huge
also very
bear
tasty
run.
right now. I
Yeah.
agree. Shorting the life out of the
You should
market.
back out
okay.
a little bit. A number of times.
Indian
you should
always
back
have
out
milk
of
tea.
it.
There you
should
go.
pull
So you know what I'm
profits. I've
talking
mentioned
about.
that a number of
Greetings from the
times.
Netherlands. Greetings from America, my friend. Joris?
I actually did
We'll call
pull
you
out
Hellwitch.
almost
I moved a
everything
line
at
of
the
ETH
moment.
and it is not doing bad at all. There you
I'm
go.
actually pulled out.
Like I said, we're going to give it a few more minutes for everybody.
I'm looking.
Excuse me. We're going
This
to
might
give
have
it a
been
few
a good
more minutes for
buy in
everyone to jump
space.
on into
Actually,
the chat
this
right now.
this
And then
right
we're
here
going to
would
be
have
doing
been
some
a
technical
really.
analysis. I am very much
Close
looking
this
forward to it, guys. Currently trying to move all of my Bitcoin.
Please stop talking. He's been. His video is 4.5 minutes, and he hasn't said one thing about coins yet. This could be the beginning of a new bull run. Like, you might never see this low again for days, unless it continues to do this trend. In which case, I still think this would anywhere in this area is a good buy. As long as we want to stick with it. If you want to stick with it, here's a good buy. What happens is, okay, this is why this is a good buy. This is why 1050 is a good buy, no matter what. This would have been a good buy no matter what. If you set a limit order for 1050, 3 Ethereum, buy 1050, and then when it hit 1050 to buy 3 Ethereum, of course, there's a ton of people that are going to buy at that limit. At that limit, there's going to be a ton of people wanting to buy at 1050, and that's going to drive the price back up. So even if ultimately it wants to go back down below 1050, the first time it hits 1050, it's going to bounce off of it. So you could have realized this gain. This is $100. You could, if you bought 3 Ethereum here and sold them right now after 2 hours, you would have made $300 in 2 hours. Okay. Of course, this was a good buy. I was gonna buy here. I was fucking playing video games with my buddy instead. I was an idiot because I was waiting for this, and I had to watch the baby because my wife was working in the afternoon. Don't get me fucking started on that. I wanted to buy here bad, and I fucking missed it. You notice when I came in on the stream, I think I came in and it was fucking here, and I was like, God damn it! And I didn't set the limit order, which I was going to. What I was going to actually do is I was going to watch it live, and then when I see it bottom out, I would buy. I didn't want to limit order it. I wanted to watch it bottom out and then do it. Because actually this bottomed out a little earlier than I was thinking. I thought we were still going to follow this trend line a little bit and bottom out maybe closer to here. But for fuck's sakes, we just decided to go for it. Anyway, we did bounce off of it, of course. And we'll bounce off 1,000. And we'll bounce off a 950. I mean, these are fairly hard bottoms, okay? I don't see a situation where this just flies through 1050, flies through 1000, flies through 950 without bouncing off at some point, even a little bit. Even if ultimately it ends up going back down, it's got to bounce off some of these. It's not going to just plow right through them. Okay. Let's watch some more of this dipshit.
Coin from the Cash App to my wallet, taking forever. Rookie mistake. That does take a while, especially if you have a lot of different types of crypto.
Nick. Now that we've bounced off of it, it's not as much of a guarantee that the next time we hit 1050, we don't break through it again. If we're still bearish as fuck, the next thing that happens is we break through it and then we bounce off 1000, and then we bounce off of 950, And then if we're still bearish, that's the way that's going to look. So 10 and unless we decide to go do this, we could double bottom like and go like this, but that I just don't think that's likely. I think either 1050 is the last time we're gonna see this as a low, or we're gonna be trying new lows. We're gonna be trying this kind of thing over the next couple of days. The problem is, once again, we're gonna come into the middle of the night, and I say this every night. Moving averages are fucking shit in the middle of the night. Half of Europe is sleeping. All of America is sleeping and half of Europe is sleeping. Nobody's trading. Prices fall. It just happens. Between 2 hours from now and 5 hours from now, shit gets real. It's always like that. So what is 2 hours from now? Right here. Yep. We're just lined up to fucking take a shit. God damn it. So every time I've done this for days, for the last few days, it's proven to just take a huge shit on us. Because we're so bearish right now. If we we can either do this, if we want to go bullish, or we can fall through the floor again and test new lows. This is assumed. I've been talking about this since the stream started. This kind of recovery always stops and takes us like this. This is known. Okay, this is known. The question is, does it come back down to here and then go back up, or does it go? Or does it turn and fall through and go down like this? That's the two questions. The fact that this turned here is no question. There was no chance that this was going to do this. That was not a chance. It's not even natural. It's not natural. You won't see that kind of activity in the first place. Dude, we went up 10% in the course of an hour and a half. Like, everyone should be shitting their pants and praising God. Look at this. Hour and 45 minutes, you went up 11.5%. Dude, stock traders would be shitting their fucking pants. If you were trading $1 million, you would have just made $100,000 in 2 hours. No one's complaining about that. And then you would sell. You'd make $100,000 and then you would sell. Reap that, pull out that profit, buy yourself a new car, wait for everyone else to sell, then you buy here. They played this game all the way down. They're waiting for dips. They're waiting for this little recovery. They buy here, sell here, buy here, sell here. If you were watching it by the 5-minute clock, you would be able to kind of see that coming each time, and you could play this game. What we don't, if once this breaks through, this line is the 1050 line. If we don't bounce off of this line in this neighborhood, we're gonna fall through, and then we're gonna be fucking in bear territory some more. If we bounce off of this line and go back up, that'll be a nice thing, and then we'll be watching to see if we bounce it off it again. If we bounce off of this twice with upward movement of new lows, that'll be a really nice trend. That'll be a change of confirmation. That'll be a confirmational change. And then we could draw ourselves a new triangle. Oh shit, yeah. That'll be nice. We haven't been able to draw a nice reliable recovery triangle in a while. If we could. Once we get 1 or 2 more data points, we'll be able to draw ourselves a nice little recovery triangle. That'll be nice. No, I would have been. No. This, I actually predicted the shit out of this long before it happened. You could go back and watch my videos. I had predicted, like, I mean, everybody did, essentially. If you watched half of the YouTubers out there, you would know this was coming. But I actually drew this and all of this in this exact, like, time frame and this high before this happened. I did it probably as far back as here or something, but so the problem is once we hit that hard top, we fucking bailed. People bailed. People sold hard, and we have not recovered from this. We haven't recovered in 2.5 days, 3 days. Whew. That's a drop, man. That's a goddamn drop. 30% in 2 days. That's like what this was, right? Yep, 30% in 2 days. And that was tragic. But the thing is, this was actually within the realm of what was expected. That was actually within the realm of expectations. Look at this. This was like over the course of January 1st to January 10th, 9 days. You had nearly 85% increase in 9 days. Marlin, how could you go all in at 1430? This is the Euphoria zone. Look, let me tell you something about the Euphoria zone. See, this is red. That means it's natural that we hit a top here. You can't, there's no, even with a moonshot increase, okay? Even with a moonshot and just skyrocketing, it ends at some point. It's not natural for it to just do this for days and days and days. At some point, you have to recover. At some point, people are going to sell off and reap some profits, and then before we can continue forward. It's always happens that way. It's natural. Once this got to this point, of course we were going to hit a ceiling at somewhere between 1440 and 1500. I marked this long before it happened. This is the Euphoria zone. At the Euphoria zone, people sell off. You're hitting ceilings. It's going to stop. It's going to slow down. You may break through it again, but it's going to take a minute. That's what these triangles are for. Like we said here, we had our sell-off, and then we had our shakeout, and then we had a conformational change, and we could have continued to be bullish. We would have went up from here. This is what happens, the natural flow of it. You have a big run, a sell-off, a shakeout, and then at the end of your triangle, you have a conformational change, and you either go bullish or you go bearish. And we did bearish instead. And then I said, okay, well, maybe we need to do 2 bearish triangles to get ourselves back into where we want to be. And so we had our sell-off and we had our shakeout, and I said, this is our conformational change. We'll either go bullish or we'll go bearish. And if we go bearish here, that's a fuck up, and we're not going to recover from that for a while. You can go and look at my videos and look at this. Boom. So that's all very predictable. As I was going to say about this gigantic fall, okay, look at this, 31% in the course of a day. But if you look at the overall trend, it's a little bit too drawn up. If you look at these kinds of trend lines, okay, look at this trend line and other trend lines that have been drawn by many people, including myself, all kinds of trend lines. This went way up over the trend line. So even as it came back down, it bounced off the trend line and kept going up. So it didn't actually break the rules. Here we're breaking the rules. We've now changed the trend line. We've broken through the trend line. And so our trend is no longer like this. As we keep continuously breaking through our trend, our overall growth trend over the course of the, as we keep breaking through, this will be our overall trend. Okay, so hopefully we can just keep it like this. I don't like to look at the day at the moment. I have it so marked up for the 15 minutes. Ew. All right, where are we? Litecoin, yeah, interesting. Litecoin and Chainlink. If I was trying, and here's the thing, I don't trust any coin, or even especially altcoins. While Bitcoin and Ethereum are tanking, I'm not trying to get into any coin. Coins are too tied to each other in general, because they're too tied to hype and sentiment and each other physically and as well, that as we're crashing with some of the major players, I'm not trying to get into anything else. I wouldn't, unless it was like dirt cheap and I could get it for a few $100, and if it fell by 50%, I would lose $150. I wouldn't even care. Thank you, Resurrect. Yeah, but if I was looking at other coins other than Bitcoin and Ethereum right now, I'd be looking at Cardano, Polkadot, Litecoin, and Chainlink for sure. Those would be my major ones right now. And also Dogecoin. I got a few hundred into Dogecoin just because I believe in Elon Musk. I believe in that man. I think he's amazing. I think he's awesome. And I want to see him succeed in everything he does. And he keeps saying stuff about it. I'm not sure if he's making a joke or if he actually thinks that it's going to be something one day. And if he does, if he ever says something like Tesla's going and merging with Dogecoin, or SpaceX is going to use Dogecoin the Dogecoin operator is going to operate our computer systems and our spaceships. I don't care what the fuck he says. If he says anything like that, I'm going like $10,000 into Dogecoin that minute. Like, I'm going to go into my Roth IRA, TD Ameritrade, yank out 10 grand, put it into Dogecoin. I don't use Coinbase for the most part. I stopped using it altogether for the most part because of the fact that they have all these fees. They got 1-2% fees, 1.5% plus flat fees and everything other. I can use Robinhood in America. I can use Robinhood and it's free. There's no fees. So I'm not going to use Coinbase and lose 2% on every fucking trade because I like to mess around where I can get 5%. If I can get 5% on a trade, that's amazing. Like 5% on $4,000, I'll take that. I'll take that all day. I'll take that all day. Let me get you my, if you haven't even looked at Robinhood, absolutely look at this link I'm about to post in the chat and just try it out. Like, no strings attached. Pull it up, play with it. It's freaking awesome. They don't pay me. They don't pay me. I don't owe them anything. They don't owe me anything. I like using the app, so I'm promoting it myself. Yeah, it's not available with absolutely free fees in every country. So just like, I don't know what country you're out of, but yeah, I buy and sell Ethereum, Dogecoin, Bitcoin, all for free. Like, they have a number of coins, and it's not all of them, but in America you can't get access to most crypto anyway. They have Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin SV, Ethereum Classic, and Doge. I'm not sure if I mentioned all of them. I hope I did. And just all coins in general are down. And if you look, if you just, it's hard for me, I can't show a picture of it, but on my Robinhood app I can see 7 charts all together of 7 different of the top coins, and they all have the same exact movements, the same exact losses pretty much. So not Doge, BSV, BCH, BTC, LTC, and Ethereum are all really super similarly shaped movements. Ethereum Classics actually held on a little bit better. It still dipped down though, just recently, but it didn't cross as low as it could have. Bitcoin is about to cross 30,000. What in the fuck? It did. Oh my gosh. Bitcoin went under 30,000 3 hours ago. Oh shit. Shit. Dude, once it went under 30,000 for like a split second. And then went up $600 in the last 3 hours. Yeah. It's actually kind of it's actually, I like how flat this is. This isn't like here. If you look here and you see it went up and then it immediately started to come back down. Here it went up and it's hitting a hard ceiling, but it's like continuously bouncing against the ceiling and trying to push through this barrier. And I like that because here is a sharp peak. Here's a sharp peak, sharp peak, sharp peak, sharp peak. Like this is like a quick turn back to the negative. And we've been seeing that since here. Quick turn to the negative, quick turn to the negative. Every reward you've had has been quickly taken away. Here it looks like we're actually fighting a battle, and I like this. This is us saying we don't like to be this low. This is nice. Janessa, right now, if you are trying to get into ETH, this is as good a time as it's been since 10 days ago. This is as good a time as it was for the last 10 days. But what we're about to see is a big change in the next 6 hours. You're about to, if it was me, okay, and I was trying to buy back in, which I am, you could try to hit the perfect low. And that's fine. But you're more likely to buy there and it continue to be bearish and you're in a loss. Or maybe you miss a little bit of your wins and you let it prove itself that it wants to climb back up. Okay? Let it prove to you that it deserves to be bought. Okay? And yeah, maybe you buy here instead, right? Or here. And yeah, you're buying at 1,200. So what? So you didn't make $100 on this move from here to here. That's a better loss. That's a better loss than if we just continue to be bearish. If you buy here and it just goes down to 800, you'll be fucked. If you buy here while it's proving itself to want to move up forward, then you'll get to see all these gains and you'll miss out on this $100. Who cares? Why miss out on that $100? Or why not miss out on that $100 instead of put yourself at risk and buy here and let the damn thing fall through the floor again? Look at, same thing happened here. Why let it happen to you again here? You don't have to buy right now. If you buy tomorrow at noon, you might miss out on $100 of gains. Who cares? Because if it's going up, it's going way up. Let's say tomorrow it's 10:30 and it's here and you're like, oh man, it broke 1,300. You know how you can fix that? Set a buy order for 1,200. Set a buy order for 1,200. And then this way, if it goes like this, you won't miss it. Yeah, Janessa, it is. It is. We're all waiting to wait for the bottom. We're all playing a game of roulette, right? Very similar thing happened here. And we're all waiting. Was it here? Ooh, was it here? Ooh, was it here? Was it here? Nope, nope. If you bought here, you're a loser. If you bought here, you were a loser. Yeah, if you bought here, you'd be a loser. Oh, nope. You were the fucking winner. You were the winner. If you bought here, you were the winner. This is what I'm saying. What? You don't have to buy here to be the winner here, okay? You don't have to buy here to be a winner here. All you have to do is buy at some point along this whole thing. Why watch this all happen? Watch this all happen. Potentially buying at any point, thinking, oh, it's the end of the dip. 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 Oh, it's the end. And then you're just lucky enough to be the last fucking person that bought here at the lowest level. You could have bought anywhere along here, and you would still be in the money all the way up to here. Like if you bought this, let's say you bought here, right? 10:30, 9:30. You missed this $100. You missed this $100. So what? It's safer. Now that you see that you could have made $500 in between here and here. Yes, Raj, I was just saying that. I was just saying that we're really fighting a battle at 1140. We're really fighting an 1140 battle here. It's really cool. It shows that we want to push back up, and we're seeing some resistance, but we're not letting it just fall down right here. People are buying at 1140. People are selling at 1140. Who's East guys? I don't like to watch the 1 minute because it's too volatile. A lot can happen in a minute, but look at this. Man, this is a battleground right here, folks. Look at this. Yeah. I mean, look, think about it. What is Europe? Europe is like in the middle of the fucking night right now, right? I mean, it's like 3 a.m. in the morning. Like, nobody in Europe is fucking trading right now. And everybody in America is about ready to go and watch a movie and go to bed, or watch a TV show and go to bed, put their kids down and, like, go to bed, whatever. No one's trying to trade in the middle of the night. That's the problem. This is why I marked this time zone here to here and this floor, because unfortunately these are bad moving average times, and they just... If we fall through this floor, I'm not buying any Ethereum for a week. Reg, what are you doing up at 340? Oh my God, Aaron. Inez, what up? What the fuck are you guys doing up at 3 and 4 a.m.? It is Thursday. Who's got a job? Let's buy some more of this asshole.
Cryptocurrencies. Sold all my ETH for XRP and VET. Interesting. I already bought the last 30K dip. Give me 27K so I can get a better discount, Bitcoin, please. I agree. I would love that. I'd buy orders at 27K. There you go. You brought me into the market, and I'm a CT2A Academy trainee. There you go, Tyler. Welcome. Well, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for joining CT2A. Kaching here. Hello, Jeb from Manchester. Hello from Florida, my friend. We are going to go ahead and dive on into the first round of our technical analysis, so that people joining the stream know that we mean the serious business. So, guys, we have a lot to talk about in today's live stream, so we're going to go ahead and get started.
He should be an announcer.
As you saw in today's video, we discussed why I think that Bitcoin is going to pull back, test the 20 weekly exponential moving average, and why that is actually going to be a good thing for Bitcoin. I'll show you the chart, because I showed you in yesterday's live stream. I showed you in earlier today's first video, and we're going to talk about it a little bit today. Just to recap, make sure you guys understand.
He's starting to show me charts. I want to see charts,
concepts. I talked about in yesterday's live stream and in this first video how Bitcoin was likely to come down and test the 20 weekly exponential moving average. What that means is that as the moving average is continuing to rally, we're likely going to come down and correct to that. If you haven't seen my take on why I think we're going to do that, watch today's video. That video will break all of that down for you. But in short, it would be because that's what Bitcoin does during bear markets. We saw during bull markets. We saw the exact same thing happen during the 2016-17 bull market, and we are bound to see it happen again this time. One thing that we saw before that I haven't talked about yet is that at the beginning of 2019, right here, we saw that Bitcoin went on a very large rally in the same way that we just went on a very large rally. Rally 200% in 84 days. That looks quite a bit like our 300% rally in 91 days, doesn't it? Well, unfortunately, during this rally, Bitcoin never corrected as much as it needed to. It never came down to the 20-weekly EMA, and because it never came down to the 20-weekly EMA, it never was able to sustain the rally because it rallied far too quickly. It just wasn't ready. Bitcoin is in danger of doing the exact same thing, rallying too far, rallying too fast, and not having the corrections that it needs for the bears to not get so strong that they crash the market entirely and knock us straight out of the bull market. We saw that happen back here when Bitcoin finally did start to correct. We had this gigantic red candlestick in September of 2019 that over the course of a week dropped Bitcoin 23%.
Yeah, Rod. This guy has a wonderful voice. I don't know. My voice is a little bit nasally and terrible.
We don't want to see the same thing happen here, so we do want to see
sing,
Bitcoin consolidate. We do want to see Bitcoin correct. Looking over on CoinMarketCap, though, you guys, you will see that Bitcoin is down 17% in the last 7 days, and I don't think that's going to stop anytime soon. But what you're also going to notice is that Ethereum is up 2% in the last 7 days. Down 7% today, but in the last 7 days, it's still up 2%. Why is that? Well, if we look at the Ethereum chart, we're going to see something very similar on Ethereum. During bull markets, it would traditionally pull down to the 20-weekly EMA. During healthy bull markets, it would. This time, we still haven't seen that happen. Ethereum is a little bit farther ahead than Bitcoin is. Around the same time, they both started corrections, but Ethereum started its correction a little bit later in the week than Bitcoin did. That's resulting in us seeing higher prices on Ethereum. We also are still up in this region. Guys, remember that Ethereum follows Bitcoin, not the other way around. Ethereum follows Bitcoin.
Nick, that's interesting. That's interesting. I consider doing that, but I was explaining earlier about how I would prefer to see
but
bounce and then
until we pull back down to test the 20.
If we go up over this high, then that means we're having a positive trend. So I'd rather set a buy limit for 1180.
Currently sitting around $700.
I'd rather buy at 1180.
By the time we get down there,
because that way I know if we hit 1180,
$850,
then we're trying to turn things back around. If we're not trying to get to 1180, and we're trying to continue. You know what? I'm just going to set a buy order for 2 for 1180 right now.
In there, in around that time frame too. In the next couple of weeks, pulling back this far. What does that mean for Ethereum? What does that mean for Bitcoin? Well, guys, it means that those are having healthy consolidations. It means that those are correcting. It means that those are putting themselves in position to be bought. It means that you have a discount on Bitcoin, as a lot of people are saying in chat, and it means that we can reset the strength of the bulls, reset the strength of the bears. If you guys have been to CT2, you know there's a video down here on the strength
of the bulls and the bears. If we start climbing back up and we hit 1180, that'll be.
You need to understand how strong the bulls are, how strong the bears are. Bitcoin rallying
really happy for me. Like I can see us coming up to 1180 and then coming back down, but I don't think we come back down through this floor after we hit 1180.
We're going to be doing a lot more analysis on that as we go. I want to go into a few more things that I haven't talked about yet, but that is my current analysis of that. We're going to be doing some trade setups in a little bit. I'm going to show you where exactly I think Bitcoin is going, how it's going to get there.
That'll put us back in time.
It's going to take to get there, but I want to go ahead and read chat a little bit, spend some time with you guys, answer some questions, and see what you guys think about the market as a whole. So I am currently looking at chat. I'm looking for questions, comments, concerns.
I'm not buying down here, assuming that it's going to fly back up. I'm assuming that if we hit this, it's going to keep going down.
Live streams. I really do. I
That's the
actually
difference.
Do mean that because
buying a dip is nice. This doesn't look like a dip
we get to
to
produce
me.
good content for you guys.
This looks
I
like
hope,
a
I hope
new
we're giving
trend.
you some good
This is
value
not a
out of
fucking
this
dip.
live stream, and
This
I
is-
also get to spend time with you guys. I think that's awesome. So, hi Jeb, please talk about ETH, says the small world. We will be talking about Ethereum a little bit later. Sell it all, people. 80% due to happen. Roth Bean, I very much disagree with you. Yeah, I just very much disagree with you. I do not think that is going to happen. If you want to get wrecked, 100x leverage, short or long. I would be very careful about doing 100x short or long. That's why he said do it and get wrecked. Big Meal said, we love you, Jeb. Well, I love you too, Big Meal. I very much appreciate that.
Love this guy's voice, though.
Let's see here. I bought it 40K. Edian, why, well, excuse me, not why, how long are you planning on holding that Bitcoin? Are you planning on holding it for a few years? Only 30 likes. Smash the like button. Stephen Watson, you have pointed out a very serious,
oh, you
very serious
You can't hear me
infraction
while
of
this
the
guy's
stream.
talking? Oh, damn it. Sorry. Sorry about that. Yeah, the reason, yeah, so I went for 1180. Why? Because if we rally, 1180 is on our way up, and I'll hit it on our way up. If we don't rally, we're going to go through here, and if we go through here, we're not gonna. I just don't see why we would rally off of all new lows, breaking all new lows for recent history. It would look terrible. It would feel terrible. It would seem worse than ever, and that doesn't put people in a buying mood, right? Like 10 days ago, or other, and a number of other times where we had dips, right? Look at this. Okay, fuck that thing grabbing there. What is this? Okay, look at this. Jesus Christ, right? That was huge and nasty. Even while this was happening, everybody was talking about buy, buy, buy. Fuck it, who cares? None of this matters. It's amazing. Oh, what a good deal. Even better, the best deal ever. Buy, buy, buy. See, told you. See, told you. You're not hearing people talk like that during all of this. Nobody's saying, oh yeah, like, okay, as of 24 hours ago at a minimum, even as much as 2 days ago, nobody's like, oh, this is just a dip, this is time to buy. Like, you're hearing a couple of people say that about Bitcoin, but I think if you listen to some of the top traders on their videos today and yesterday, you will see that they're starting to use words like bearish and pull out your profits and everything else. Yes, Nick Nutty, that's basically what I'm thinking. Like, I would rather catch it on the way up. I don't want to catch it on the way down. We might still be on the way down. And if we break through here in the middle of the night, we probably are. Okay, oh, that's what that line was. You know, right now, you could, anytime in this whole time, you could catch it on the way down. We could still be catching it on the way down. And the bottom could have up pretty far. I would rather catch it on the way up. I want to go to sleep tonight. I want to set a buy order. If we rally at 3 a.m. because Europe wakes up and spends billions of dollars, I won't miss it. I won't miss it. This can happen, and I'll be sleeping. I'll wake up and I'll have bought at 1180. I'll be up $100 by the time I wake up. If we rally while I'm sleeping. But you know what's not going to happen? What's not going to happen is we fall through another floor, lose complete confidence in Ethereum, think, oh, this is the best time to buy when it's the worst bear market we've seen in 2 months. Now is the time to rally. That's not going to happen. There's no way that happens. And even if we did rally, it wouldn't be that quick. Even if we did begin a rally here, It's not going to be 12-hour rally. It's going to be a 1 week rally. It's going to be a week. It's going to be like this. So no matter what happens, you know, you can catch it all the way up. But what you don't want to do is be catching yourself on the way down. You could buy here, 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 tons of options, and you have a lot of time. But to like try to buy right now real quick because you're trying to catch the bottom of the market when it's more likely we're going to continue to go down than it is for us to start rallying. And if we did, you could buy it tomorrow on its way up. There's no point in rushing to buy right now thinking it's the bottom of the dip. There's absolutely no point in doing that. At worst, you might miss out on $100 gain. Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo.
$300 people and only 30 likes. I just don't think we can tolerate that. That doesn't seem fair to me. Does it seem fair to you guys? Hit that like button, completely free. Do you pump iron, bro? I do. In fact, I have arms tonight, and I'm looking forward to it / not looking forward to it because I'm still sore from the last time I did arms, which was the day before yesterday.
Do you pump iron?
Thank you for your content. I'm going to buy your lessons in the next few weeks. Will you keep updating your tutorials? Connor, there are not only updates coming to CT2A.
This guy has lessons.
New launch coming, and if you go and follow us at CryptoJeb on Instagram, you're gonna find
this guy is selling a brand
teaser video up for it over there. Absolutely,
he is.
I can't get my head around the amount of subscribers versus other YouTubers. Should be way more. Well,
this
we are
is
gaining a
really
lot of subscribers.
nice, strong trend. This is the
We're
strongest
getting like
trend we've seen.
subscribers a day right now,
This is strong.
Awesome. So thank you
This
guys
is stronger.
for that. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button.
Look at this last. We've gone up 11.5% in less than 3 hours. That's a stronger run than we've had since this, maybe some of this. This is really nice.
And we post daily here, and we also live stream every single weekday on this channel. We have some awesome content coming for you guys over the next several weeks, over the next couple of months, and I'm looking forward to it. Hit that like button.
Bit Boy's latest treat.
That we want
Let's
to start,
check
some
it
new
out.
educational series, some new breakdown series. We're going to be doing all of that and more.
You have 0.87. That's nice.
I don't know about you guys.
That's nice.
I need some coffee. I
The
wish
first time
I
I
had
bought
gotten more
into
coffee
ETH.
today. Tell me, give me a 1 in the chat if you love coffee.
First time I bought ETH, okay, I had a bunch of stocks in Robinhood, a bunch, like 10, 15 different stocks, and I would have however many of each stock. And then the first time I bought ETH, I bought a half of one, and then I sold it for twice as much as I bought it for, I think, something like that. No, it was not as much, but anyway, it nearly paid for the second one. But then I just kind of worked on that, and then I ended up putting more money in, and then I was like in for 2,600, and I had like 2.5 of them at $2,600, and then it just kept building, and I'd put in more money and buy more and put in money, and like you know, it was pretty fun. It's fun, but I don't know how big of a gain you're gonna get at a half an ETH if you don't. Real chop, send me $10, please. You're funny. Send me $10. I'm doing the talking. Jesus Christ, this guy. This is nice. This is nice.
I need to know if you guys are coffee fanatics, as I am. In fact, my employee Zach and my good friend Zach, who is currently editing a video that'll be going up on Saturday, is a coffee connoisseur, and he convinced me. He didn't really convince me. I told him that we were going to buy a really nice espresso machine. So we have this awesome, really, really dope,
this guy has
expensive
70,000
espresso machine coming to the office.
subscribers.
We make our lattes in-house.
Jesus
like
Christ.
$800, guys, but it's gonna save me so much money because you have no idea how much money I spend on coffee every single day. I'm looking forward to that. Tell me in the chat if you love coffee.
That's rough.
How much of this correction is due to Yellen? I think it's Yellen. It's I think
Yeah,
it
I
actually
don't-
has.
can you just
not much
tell
at
me,
all
dude?
to do
I
with
don't-
Janet
I don't
Yellen.
know.
We will talk
I'm
about
not-
Janet in a little bit. Give
I'm
me a
not hard
2
up.
in chat if you would like
I'm
to
not
see
as
me
hard
talk
up
about
as anybody
Janet
else.
and all of the news.
Nobody should be
revolving
giving me
around
money.
her.
I got
Anyway,
enough money.
could you provide the charts
to,
utilized on your videos for CT2A TradingView members?
I got more money than most people. Then I don't need people to give me their money. I just want to hang out, have fun, talk about Ethereum.
So I'm not exactly sure what you mean, Tyler. You mean the charts that As far as the charts that I use in the videos, I already showed them on YouTube, so they're already there. I always like and
Somebody recommended him in the
You're
chat.
ace.
I'm
Thank
just
you so much,
trying to
Aaron. I
see.
appreciate that. You're the ace.
I'm just trying to see what he's all about.
A lot of ones. You can't be an attorney without loving coffee. Bulletproof coffee, guys. I freaking
He is
love coffee.
totally
I cannot tell you
losing
enough
me,
how
though.
much I love coffee. How
He
much
is-
of this
he's
is
got
due to
70,000
Janet Yellen?
subscribers.
Good question. We are going to answer that question
He
a
must
little
have
bit later.
some
I want to do
kind
some
of
more.
content. Let's go back to
Go back
charts.
to playing video games, but also have a cool car. That's what I said to myself. Not really, but I was just very interested in.
No, I was
making
talking about
$360,000 a
how
year and not
I
doing
follow
anything. Clicked
most
video,
of the major
got into cryptocurrency, realized,
trader
holy cow,
YouTubers,
this is about
and
to blow
I
up.
didn't follow this
I'm
guy.
at the
Somebody
ground
mentioned
level
I
of
should
something,
check
so
him
I
out.
got into the cryptocurrency space on this day right here. This was the day that I got into crypto. So when you're talking about September of 2017, this was just a little bit after Hurricane Irma came through. I was in my fall semester of my senior year of high school in September. On September 17th. So September 17th.
He was in
we're
high
talking about
school
September
3 years
17th
ago.
right here.
Oh my
I'm very familiar
god!
with this
What
market.
the fuck?
Because what we saw was Bitcoin rallied to $5,000, a new all-time high. That was nearly
Yeah,
about
life.
80%
I'm not
higher
holding
than the
overnight
previous
right now.
all-time high of
I was just
$3,000,
saying
65%,
earlier.
whatever. And
I
from that,
pretty much
Bitcoin
sold
went into a
everything
40%
ETH.
correction. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to trade this market very much because, like I said, if you
have
go
a
back
set
and you look up
buy at
Hurricane
1180 for
Irma,
2 Ethereum.
Hurricane Irma came
if we
through
want to rally
on
right now,
well, it hit
and it
Florida
looks like we're
September
trying to
14th,
rally.
something like that. September 11th, September 12th. I don't remember when it was. Point was,
I don't want to miss a rally overnight. I think if we hit 1180, that will be a good sign that we're really trying to go positive. But I don't want to set something low like a 950, a 1000, a 1050. Those are attractive lows, but I think if we hit those things overnight, those are going to be new floors that we break through. So I think you'd be buying on the way down. I think I would love to buy at the bottom of the dip. Nobody knows where the bottom of the dip is unless this is actually just a bear market trend. But I think we're more likely to bust through this floor. If it gets this low, I think we're more likely to bust through it and keep going down. However, if we bounce off of this trend line and stay like this, we will be in a really nice spot to begin recovery. We'll draw ourselves a triangle. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Let's just stay above this trend line. We need our new high lows to continue to trend. So if we bounce up, if we come down, we need to bounce off. We need to bounce off. We need our lows to continue to get higher and to bounce up higher like this. Breaking all-time highs for viewers live tonight. Shit, dude, 77. We were over 80 a minute ago. That would be a high. Over 80. Fuck yeah. 80 people stupid enough to hang out with me. Oh my god. You guys are great. You guys are great. I really like, by the way, a few of you showing up like every night and hanging out like all week. For how long? It's been a riot. It's been a riot. Thanks, Chris. I know. If it does hit 1180, dude, we're going up. This is the biggest run we've had in a minute. Look at this. Look at this battle. We're ready to run. We might be ready to run. I was expecting us to turn around at some point and come down and bounce off this trend line if we want to be bullish. But shit, if we aren't fighting this battle, trying to stick with it, that'd be cool as shit. That'd be cool as shit. That'd be cool as shit. Where is the squiggly line, for Christ's sake? I used to know where it was. Nope. S? Is it S? I don't know. Let's see. This would be cool. That would be so fucking cool if it did that. Yeah, I'm gonna watch Da Vinci. I'm gonna watch him. I don't know if I follow him either. Yeah. I want to take advantage of BitBoy's software. BitBoy's software program he uses is $600 for the base model, or thousands of dollars if you want to pay for it. The cipher, dude, look at this. I want BitBoy's software so fucking bad. It's no joke. This shit is so analytical. It does all the work for you. Look at this. Like, watch BitBoy's videos is so legit. It's like every time there's a green dot, that's like the time to buy. And it tells you, and it's like, hey, it's about to turn around, buy now. And there's like a green dot. And like BitBoy watches for these green dots, and he'll say, there's a green dot, I'm buying, I'm going all in. And it's like, whoa, fuck yeah. Yeah. $400 for 5 months, $600 for 12 months, $1,500 for, oh, it's a lifetime, huh? Okay, that's fun. Popular. If you got $1,500 to just fucking burn like an asshole. Oh god, these charts are so fucking sweet. Yes, Drill. Yes. I don't know how you would share that file with me, but yes. Dude, when I was in college, and this was 20 years ago, people, and I know I look like I'm 30. Thank you. I'm not. I was like, this was the end of like free file sharing. Like before you youngins knew, like there was like Napster and LimeWire and all of these things, and it was like everyone was sharing all their files for free, and it was fucking awesome. Totally illegal. And they ended up getting rid of everything, and you couldn't do that anymore. So I don't even do that anymore. And then I tried to do like Pirate Bay, doing BitTorrents, and then they locked all that down, and you couldn't access any torrent website from America. And then they were chasing BitTorrent around all these like website servers that they had, and you just could not buy torrent. You couldn't download torrents anymore. And like every time I did, it would either be a shitty quality or be full of viruses. So I just gave up on ripping off and stealing shit. Anywho, no, I do not. That's I put that. I put a 1180 buy order, and for fuck's sake, I'm about to buy. This is great. This is fucking great, guys. This is hardcore reverse of the trend that's been happening. This is not like, look at this, right? Look at this trend, look at this trend, look at this trend, look at this trend. This is an absolute break in the trend that we've had. This is a really nice positive. Look at this. Look at these wicks. Look at the greens. Just a small little red blips. No, I don't think anybody would recommend selling right now. I mean, if you bought in at 10.50 and you want to flip a quick $100 per share, that's up to you. But you might not be able to buy in again at lower than this price. This is actually a really fucking nice run, and there's no bounce. There's no, like, even naturally you would see these kinds of, like, so naturally as it progresses, you never see a stock. It just doesn't go like this. Okay, the natural movement is more like this, and even if it's exaggerated, like, it can be exaggerated, or it can be like take a little break and then jump up, take a little break, jump up. Like, those kinds of movements are natural. Okay, they happen, they're predictable, etc. Okay, this is barely, this is nothing. This is essentially the same run up. We're running. This is cool. The name of that was Market Cipher. Indicator tab? What's my indicator tab? This thing? Cross, dot, arrow? What do you want me to do as an indicator? Market Cipher A, free version, 1.1, search this in indicator. What's indicator? Am I stupid? Yes, Jason. Look, if we continue this, even if we come back down, but we bounce off of this and continue to go upwards, I think people are going to wake up bullish tomorrow. That's what I said, is if we avoid this fucking tragedy, because I think this would be a new floor breakthrough and we would just be fucking going bearish real hard if we broke through this floor. If we stay positive above this and just make our way up, and we wake up tomorrow and this shit is still going up, I think we're gonna see a nice run tomorrow. That would be cool. And that's why I put in two buy orders right now, which are apparently about to sell, or apparently about to buy. I'm about to buy two. Chetness, what software are you looking at? I want to see what software you're looking at. Let's look at the 4 hour. Ooh, nice, nice. Some people like to move the chart to make it look like they want it to look. Like this, by the way, this is so not realistic, because the difference between this and this is not as much as it looks like. But if you do it like this, then it's more realistic. I mean, this is a lot, but it looks less when you smash it. Oh man, look at that. I probably did buy them. Robinhood. Your order to buy 2 Ethereum has been filled for... What? Your order to buy 2 Ethereum has been filled for 2303. What? 16? 23? What? Hold on. I'm trying to do math in my head. I'm pretty sure 23 is... Okay, why am I thinking 23 divided by 2 is 16? Am I fucking stupid? Okay. 1150? Did I have buy orders at 1150 or something? Oh my god. Please tell me. Please tell me I had buy orders set at 1150 and fucking nailed it. At 1150. Was it 1150? Oh, it was 1150. Okay, not 1050. I was about to say, guys, what the fuck is 2300 divided by 2? 1150. All right, I already had my order set for 1150. I guess. I thought I had set it for 1180, but here we go. Here we fucking go. I don't know why it's fucking it up. Yeah, that's nice. 1180. Make a quick $60. What's up now? I do need sleep, CNS. I just hit 100 people. Oh my god, you guys are fucking awesome. Shit, are you kidding me? I want some likes. Somebody give me a like. I want it to like. I want it to blow up, and then I'm just gonna turn it off because I got to get to sleep. It's 11:12 here, and I'm about to jet. But bro, I didn't overpay. If I bought it at 1150 and it's at 1180 right now, I just made $30 on times 2. That's $60. I could sell it right now. I'll make $60 if I wanted to. But I'm not. I'm gonna leave it overnight because we're looking bullish all of a sudden. Because all of a sudden we're looking bullish like some fucking animals. Like some animals. Look at this bully. Look at this bully. Give me a break, people. Guys, if this comes back down and bounces off of this trend line, God, like, all right, I don't care if it does this right now. If it bounces off of this and keeps going up, yes, please. If we do that, when I wake up in the morning, I'm going to draw myself a nice little triangle. We're going to have a new confirmation. It's going to be nice. It's going to be nice. All right, if I come back in the morning and we've broken through here, I'm going to sell at a loss. I'm going to cry for the rest of the day. I'm going to be out of Ethereum for the weekend, halfway through next week, until all the whales buy me back in. Yeah. To be honest, I know this, I'm old, okay? I'm like 38 old, way over the fucking hill, but check it out. Yeah, Binance. I did use Binance. I had to transfer the Binance account. I had an international Binance account that turned into, you had to buy an American Binance account and transfer all your assets to the American one so that they could block you easier from buying shit they didn't want you to buy, which is like really fucked up. And I don't use VPN services. Chrome. Good idea. Discord. I've never used it. Tell me all about it. What's good about Discord? I know it's a place where people like maybe chat and share shit and whatnot, but isn't that what we're doing on the stream? I don't know. Yeah, I'm holding now. I'm feeling way bully right now. I'm feeling way bully. Look at this run. 1190. Are you shitting me? Dude. 2 hours, 13%. How would you like to make 13% on your money in 2 hours? If you put in $10,000, and that's fucking crazy. I don't know who's blowing $10,000 on random crypto trades right now. I don't have that kind of dough. Maybe a couple of thousand at a time or whatever. But if you did that, you would have made $1,300 in 2 hours, and that would be fucking like, that's awesome. How awesome is that? Yeah, this can't run on forever. I mean, but what's key here, as I've said multiple times, what key is once we start to bounce off of this huge run, as long as we don't fall back down below a positive trend line, we're going to continue to get bully. That'd be cool. Chrome, dude, you start it. You send me the details tomorrow. I'll make you a moderator, dude. Let's go. Or drill too. You guys been with me every day. $10.50. If it drops, all right. Well, now that we've gotten to now that we just hit 1192, that would be really difficult for us to drop again all the way under 1050 over the night. But if we do, then that's a wrap, dude. It's a wrap. Like, come on. People aren't going to put up with that. If look, this kind of drop, how many, 2-3 hours from now, if we lost 16% in 3 hours and lost all of this recovery, we'd be right the fuck back into this trend right here, and that would be a wrap. That'd be a wrap. This is all, it's so critical. It's so like tonight, between now and 3, 4, 5 a.m., sometime in between this, if we fall back down and break through here, it's a wrap for Ethereum for a long ass time. It's not good. There's no chance where it's like, oh, thank goodness we finally broke through all these floors, made, you know, and now Ethereum is terrible and nobody wants to be in it, and it's obvious bear market and everybody get out before you lose all your money, and then this happens. That's not happening. That's not fucking happening. No sir. Wah, wah. Yeah, so there's, like I said, there's two things that I think are going to happen. Either we're going to reverse here and follow this trend up and get bully through tomorrow, or we decide to not do that, and sometime between here and here, if we start to plummet and we break through this trend line, we're going to break through 1050 and we're going to start testing new lows, and we're going to get really bearish. Now, I don't want this to happen. I don't think this should happen. If people want to stay bully on crypto this week through the weekend, this has to happen tonight. Tonight, this has to happen. Nobody's gonna wake up in the morning at 900 and we go, you know, and we shoot to the moon from 900 tomorrow. Like, you would have such a shit taste in your mouth. I'm not gonna invest more money into something that just shat on me for 3 days straight like that. Yeah, Bonnie, I think it's a good time. I think this is probably our last good time to buy. Sometime between here and here. If we don't fall through this floor, anything is a good time to buy right here. I believe Ethereum should go up over 1,500 in the short term. I think anybody that predicts 1 year out is crazy. This is what they do. This is what they do, and I don't like it at all. I think it's ridiculous. They look at like this kind of trend, which is obviously not sustainable. Okay, this is not fucking sustainable. And then they just grab this thing and go like this, and they're like, oh, look at, oh, in March we're gonna be at 2,000 because they did that. You think that's a sustainable, like, that's obviously not fucking sustainable. So yeah, if we sustained the kind of growth that we had for the last month and continue to have that for the next month, yeah, we'll fucking hit 2,000. Of course we will. But what are the chances that we're gonna do that? I don't think they're very good. Why does the 15-minute look so strange? Where's my fucking circle? Where's my lines? Where's my trend lines? I don't think we'll bully that long. I don't think we'll bully for 8 months. A lot of people are saying that we're going to bully. I don't think so. I think we'll be bully as long as, okay, so Americans are getting paychecks. Joe Biden just got into office yesterday. He's promised Americans to get a fucking shit ton of stimulus checks. And Americans and young Americans are going to get those stimulus checks. And those young Americans who are finally going to maybe put a couple of dollars into an investment opportunity are interested in coins. They're going to put some of that money into coins, and that's going to drive prices up. That's going to happen sometime between now and March, mid-March. So in the next 2 months, this will be going up. Like, even if it does go, when I say, like, if it breaks here, it's a wrap. Like, that means today, tomorrow, the next day, through the weekend, and maybe through the week. I'm not saying that we're never going to go back up to 1500. I'm not saying that we're never going to want to buy in at a dip. I'm just saying that if we break through here tonight, that we're not recovering from that quickly in the next day or two. That's what I'm thinking. So 130, you guys are animals. You guys are goddamn animals. Yeah, so I think with the stimulus checks going out between now and mid-March, the overall trend will be positive. I think we'll be over 1500. Absolutely. By the time, but when those checks start coming out, if we're not at 1500, we will absolutely break through 1500. But when that money starts running out, I think we'll start to see a downward trend. Also, we have to decide whether or not investment institutions actually come in on this. We want big money in on this. If big money starts investing in on this, think yes, please do, please fucking do. What did this just go up to? 1192. Let's go. Break 1200, you fuckface. Let's go. Where's my trend line? Oh my god. I pulled that trend line, didn't I? Just to prove a point. Oh my god. I did. First of all, what in the hell is happening? This is curious. Alright, 5 minutes pass. I'm gonna pass on. You remember when I was showing like the overall trend of what might happen? Oh wait, nope, it came back. God damn it. It's a loading issue. It's a loading issue. Yeah, look at this nice little run, guys. Look at this nice little run. You shitting me? Yeah. That's what I'm hoping for right here, guys. Let's go. This is the scary zone. This is where we don't want to pass through. This is where everything has been pointing to for a little while now. And we decided to bear out here. If we decide to bear out here, guys, that's a triple down on bearish feelings. And I don't know if I can deal with that. That's a triple down. That's a change of confirmation. That is a confirmation that we are interested in giving up. But right now we're fighting the good fight. Look at this shit. Oh yeah, give me a triangle. Give me a motherfucking triangle, you son of a bitch. I did not hear about Microsoft and ETH. Is that a thing? Oh, come on, type for Christ's sake. Ethereum blockchain as service now for Azure. What is this? No, 2015. No. Oh, here we go. December 18th. Is this why we've had such a run for the last month? gaming sector as a whole. Enterprise Ethereum is beginning to show its impact as some of the largest companies in the world start to leverage the Ethereum network to solve complex business challenges. For example, tech giant Microsoft and Big Four firm Ernst & Young announced the expansion of Microsoft's blockchain-based solution to extend gaming. Huh. Yeah, okay. I love it. I'm a big fan of Microsoft and gaming. I think gaming is a big part of the future of what we do. Gaming has grown. I was a gamer back when it wasn't cool, guys. I used to game when it was nerdy, okay? Back in the day when I was young and most of you weren't born, if you gamed, played Mario, Final Fantasy, anything, Chrono Cross, Chrono Trigger, any of the Dragon Quests, any of that shit, you were at home playing those games while everyone else was out doing whatever. I did both, actually. I mean, I got into some shit. You know, I really got into some shit. And most people didn't know I gamed. But anyway, I was into gaming, and now it's cool. It didn't used to be though. And now we got League of Legends with their millions of dollar jackpots. I got into League of Legends for a minute. Well, I hope big money gets into it. That'll be fucking sweet. What did I just do? I just moved it. I hate accidentally grabbing lines and then moving them. I literally don't know where the fuck this line was. What was this line doing? I should have been drinking beer. I should have been drinking a beer, guys. That's what I should have been doing. Feel free to like and subscribe if you want to hang out with us tomorrow night. I gotta wrap it up, people. I got to. It's 11:30 and I gotta work in the morning. It's been wild. This is cool. I can't wait to wake up in the morning and see where this is going. I'm excited to see where this is going, because this is a breakout of the trend that's been happening for a while. So here we fucking go. Let's run. Let's go, people. Let's go. Good to see you who have been on day after day. I want to see you tomorrow. If you are new and you haven't subscribed, subscribe, and we'll hang out with you tomorrow. We will watch this. We'll be up here. It'll be fucking awesome. All right. Have a good night. Peace out. Love you. Give a thumbs